Nice!
Hello, welcome all you beautiful ladies and animals. So if you're not aware, we kind of got a little surprise announcement kind of out of the blue just a few days ago. Gears of War Reloaded. So if you heard me talking on stream, talking in a few other areas, I've been kind of wildly against the rumors of a Gears of War collection, a Marcus Phoenix collection, that they're going to remaster the original 3 Gears of War games. And while I was right, Gears of War Reloaded that we've been shown is not a remaster of the Gears of War trilogy. It is just basically a upscaled re-release of Gears of War Ultimate Edition. And with that in mind, I kind of think it's odd. I mean, it makes sense if they plan to do a collection and if they're planning to do it like how they did with Halo, where they had the Halo Combat Evolved anniversary and then the Halo 2 anniversary and then the Master Chief Collection all sort of came together after that. If they're trying to do that same thing with Gears, maybe, sure. But it feels odd to me, because unless you're in the very specific audience of played Gears of War and want to play it again, but now you're on PC, or if you've been a PlayStation player all your life, this isn't really for Gears of War fans. Outside of the small contingency of Gears of War fans who really like the Gears of War 1 multiplayer, because this will not only be bringing Gears of War to PlayStation, PC, Xbox, but it will be featuring crossplay between all the platforms, reinvigorating the multiplayer, which I don't know how long that'll last. The original Ultimate Edition multiplayer kind of went dead after like a single year, so maybe there'll be a resurgence, maybe not. But even then, outside of people who still play Gears of War today, those who prefer and go out of their way to play Gears of War 1 multiplayer are in the minority. Most of the people are still playing Horde and Versus in Gears of War 4 or Gears of War 5. And if you're already a diehard Gears fan, you've played Gears of War 1, you've played Gears of War Ultimate Edition, it's just the same thing. It's just going to look a little bit prettier. It's going to have support for 4K and 120 FPS, which honestly, for me, I couldn't give less of a shit. I don't really care about the, specific graphical improvements at such a minuscule level. Like going from 30 FPS to 60 FPS, wonderful. I love it. It makes the original Gears games on the Xbox, how they're like upscaled to be at 60 FPS, it makes it fantastic. But going from 60 to 120, I don't really care. I know you could probably notice it if you really, really are focusing really hard. I just don't see it. And we know that it's basically just Ultimate Edition again, because we've A, seen it, and B, if you already own the Ultimate Edition on Xbox, at least the digital version of it, you will be getting Gears of War Reloaded for free. It's just an update for Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and it'll be $40 on PlayStation and PC, which is actually kind of nice. I'm surprised that it's so low compared to being, $80 or whatever the fuck Phil Spencer was going on about sometime recently. But it's just, I don't know, I felt like there should be more, but like there just isn't. Like it's just Gears of War Ultimate Edition again, which is already a remaster of Gears of War 1. Like, I guess it's kind of cool that it's a little bit upscaled. Like, moving it over to PC and PS5, or to Steam specifically, because it was on the Windows Game Store, but now it's on Steam. Putting it on Steam and PS5 specifically is interesting, and that is the big thing here, but having it upscaled and everything, there's not a whole lot new if you've already played the fuck out of Ultimate Edition. I played enough to at least re-up a single time. But if you're already a diehard Gears fan, I don't see a singular reason for this to really exist. And this is what I said about the collection. Like, it's cool. Like, it would be cool to have it on PC and stuff for people like that, or people that are on PlayStation. But also, Gears of War is not really, not to shit on the classics. Like, it's cool, it's interesting, but it's a kind of game you play once and then you're kind of done with, At least as much as I kind of don't personally have any interest in a Gears of War collection, because I can already play the trilogy upscaled on the 360, or not on the 360, on the Xbox Series S and X. So having a shitty remaster that ports it to PS5 and stuff, I don't really care about that. I already have the games upscaled. but I could kind of see it in that it gives you the whole trilogy and the whole experience and all that to go with it. But Gears of War 1 on its own is kind of underwhelming. Like, if you've never played Gears of War and you've been a PlayStation player your entire life, and you have all these people telling you, oh yeah, Gears of War is the fucking greatest, Gears of War 2 made me cry, Gears of War 3 made me cry harder, it's such a, you know, intense story with emotional storytelling and narrative behind it, and then you play Gears of War 1, there's fuck all that happens in Gears of War 1. It is the most basic and boring of all the games, even compared to Gears 5, which, you know, there's an hour-long video on this very channel going into all the issues I have with Gears 5. That being said, Gears 1 is kinda underwhelming, especially in 2025, and I've talked about this a lot when I talk about Gears of War's gameplay and how it's a little outdated, unless you very specifically want to try Gears of War and you've never had a chance to before, or you're kind of fine with games that feel a little bit clunkier because they're older, stuff like that, then you'll probably enjoy it more, but otherwise it's just sort of, I don't know, it feels odd that like they're gonna do the remaster thing, but it's just Ultimate Edition again. Like, that is just like, I've always been of the opinion that if they were going to do a remaster collection, it would be a lazy kind of, you know, up-res 1080p thing that they would release on PC and Xbox and maybe PS5. Now, it's that, but even lazier, because they didn't even do Gears of War 2 and Gears of War 3 or, you know, even Gears of War Judgment. It's just Ultimate Edition again, which is, I don't know, man. That just seems odd to me. This is an article I have pulled up from GameSpot, going over basically the whole release, and you could see here like comparison between the original 2006, the Ultimate Edition from 2015, and then the new Reloaded, and how it's so much faster. It says 60 FPS here and 30 for Ultimate Edition, but if you play Ultimate Edition on PC or on the Xbox Series S and X, it runs at 60. That's the newer consoles just run it at 60. So again, like, I don't know who this is for. If you're already a Gears of War fan, this is not for you. This is basically just repackaging Ultimate Edition for PlayStation and Steam. But hey, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I am so attached to these games and I've played the fuck out of all of them to death on the Xbox. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot to be like, it's cool that it's coming to PlayStation. Cool, yeah, of course. Outside of that, I don't know, I feel like I should be a lot more excited for this than I am, and like, I would be happy to be proven wrong, you know, for them to be like, we're doing a surprise Gears of War remaster collection, and we're getting Gears E-Day like right around the corner. That'd be awesome. But it's not. It's just sort of like a lazy port of Ultimate Edition, which is, you know, cool if you've been playing on PlayStation and you've really wanted to play Gears of War 1 for whatever reason. It's not the best game in the original trilogy, and it's not near to the best game in the entire series, unless you're somebody who played the game in 2006, and that's your... it tends to be the only people who hold that opinion. I don't know, I can't find a reason not to kind of see this in a pessimistic lens, but maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think down below, all that good stuff, and do you think it's worth it? Do you think there's purpose to this? I don't know. I don't know. It's just, there's something in the back of my mind that's telling me that like this is kind of like pointless. You know, it's just it's something about it is bugging me, and I can't put my finger on why. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. This is the end of the, you know, shit piss fest. Thank you very much for watching. As always, stay cool, have fun, be awesome, and let me know what you think about it down below. Bye. Buster out. Don't I have an outro, right?